During this though is life streaming.
Huh.
I got a notification.
That guy doesn't have a life. Oh, he's playing games.
Who the hell do my voice sound like that? Who do you think you are?
Dred Neslo. Okay. So, go to Lady Ashbury's mansion, which is probably in the West End. We need to check to see who's sick. So, we've got 2 fatigues. But I think we might have already... Oh, God. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a cold. Does that seem right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a cold. Okay. And what do we have? One for the cold is good. We only have 1 for fatigue, so we need 6 more fatigues. Is that right? Where am I? Okay. Rich blood sample. That's from Mary.
Awesome.
Analyzed the blood sample, and I got the blood serum number 2 thingy. So let's take a regeneration, and don't have enough for stamina. Do have some for blood though. And that's all we got for that. Okay, and then on me, I don't have a stamina, so let's go and put a blood serum on. So we have a regeneration stamina, or regeneration serum, and a blood serum. We have 4,300 experience. So we could use that, but we decided not to. We were so close, why did we not? So, should we just go cure all the cold people? Or the fatigue people over in the place and the stuff? Okay, this is right here. This is in the hospital, so let's get these guys.
Hey, Doc.
Can you guys hear?
Yes.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating...
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good...
I'll leave you for now.
Miss, please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
The other guy was the bandaged up neck. He should be right over in here.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
You always knew the worst.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Double check. Nope.
Do you need any help?
I'm
Now
afraid
you have
I'm...
medicine.
You are not a...
And you have my...
I have to go now, sir.
Okay, cure, healing and healing. So now we have to go to Whitechapel and cure everybody
time
and
with
their
me.
brother.
Like a book. I'm never gonna keep it disgust.
Okay, so I can go right through here to where I need to go. Or I can go up and around, I think. Just might as well go straight through here. But I know for a fact I'm probably going to be starting to run into, well, there's a skull right there. Level 23 skull. Great. Wait a second, was he... Okay, he's not weak to shadow, so I'm just going to blast him with my ultimate and then go up there and kill him. Okay. Okay, that was some bullshit. Ooh, that's some bullshit too. Where'd you come from? This is not good. Okay, we got to get over to Whitechapel. Here are all the people, and then maybe continue on.
I don't know why you worry about them. They're so ungrateful.
Well, they are, but what they say is that if you don't cure the place, then it'll go into chaos, and then the people who are in the village or whatever, well, not the village, the borough, will disappear, and you can't do their quests, and you can't get experience from them or anything. So I guess that's pretty much. It was a bed from it's a safe house, but there was stuff in there. So, and over here, that's refill ammo, shotgun shells. That's needed. Okay. Damn it.
You're mine, Batman!
This guy has like no health at all, no resistance to melee at all. Okay, we're starting to get there. Okay, there's skulls. I think they're down on under the bridge though. Or they're right here in front of me. Oh, I hate how they can just get me like that. They're just way too far. That looked weird, like there was something invisible on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where I'm supposed to be.
You look so pale, my lord.
Okay, is the hooker sick? Which one is it? It's not Camilla. Which one was the... Is it... It must be this girl,
Would you
right?
like me to...
Good evening, Christina.
Yeah. Let me see. Nothing there.
How are the conditions in White?
When I...
Nothing there. No blue text there.
Do you need any assistance?
Give medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay, so now we've got Joe and the one dude. They don't need anything, so it's actually his son, which is in this door here.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So,
I'm not bothered.
Nothing special.
have you any
I don't believe...
Nothing special. Here we go.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Goodbye, young man.
Ah,
Take care of yourself.
yeah, and the medicine? The whole
So-
reason I came here?
May I ask,
I'm not bothered.
do you need any...
Yes, I do.
You'll feel better.
I'm not sure I'm
Goodbye, young man.
even my...
Okay. Arius Petrescu. Okay, I think I remember him. Oh, okay, I remember where he's at, I think.
dreams
The
are soaked with
reporter
gloom.
should be close. The porter is usually hanging around the church somewhere. I don't have time to mess with you. I've never seen that before. That's all new. Watery brisk blood sample. That's all new. That's a werewolf. And I don't have my ultimate. I'll just chill over here for a little bit. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Huh? Let's see if he's on the other side of the church, will we? There's probably something behind here, though, that we do need to find.
For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Found.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I...
You have anything new? Nope.
How are conditions?
I always...
And you're not...
Empty cock...
Nope. Nope.
Goodbye, Mr. Dart.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you need us?
That would be not...
If you...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Dupp.
Alright, so now we have our ultimate back. Let's go see if we can kill this werewolf. Watch me get killed in the face. He's gonna turn around right when I get close to him. Don't give him a chance. Why was there a werewolf back here? What's the... I don't think this guy needs anything, does he? No, he does not. But check this stuff. That was a letter. Sycophant Publishing Ltd, Lavender Court, Camden Street, London. Dear Mr. Nethercott, thank you for sending your book of poems, Songs from the Defeated City, which we found as interesting and profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times our country is currently facing, you must understand that such title would be totally inappropriate for any publication. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand in full publication or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce that your Sycophant Publishing chose the second option. With kindest regards, A.G. Morris. Okay. Now let's talk to this guy about that.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Do you make a living from your writing?
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Maybe a rich artist is rare, kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
When she was younger, my mother was a painter and a poet. She told me many times how poor her artist friends were and how she helped them.
My parents pay for my rent, my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them in return is lies they do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
How is the snipe? I'll leave you alone.
That's kind of the way that I just came from. That leads nowhere.
The silent flower of Whitechapel. An angel made flesh, I tell you.
Hello again, miss. Hello, Camellia. How are you, partner? Come on, girl. Smile. Don't you know Dorothy and I have an agreement? We're on the same side. No? All right then, as you wish.
The clinic lady, Dorothy Crane, the nurse.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Well, it sounded like Dorothy, his girlfriend, if he had an agreement.
No, he was like, hey, partner, we're doing stuff together now, remember? Because I talked to Dorothy. Where?
Like that little plant thing.
Yeah, the plants, they have those invitations in them to go to the, if you are sick and you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Protescu's house and present his coupon. And then, like, that's where the mute florist has been putting all of the invitations. Like, every flower has one. No.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So I need to find Protescu's house. Which is... I don't remember which one.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
I didn't know he could go upstairs in that room. Did you?
How long have we known each other?
Yeah.
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake. I'd prefer not to give you another beating.
But there should be a... Where's that clinic?
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
And she doesn't need anything. Palmer does, and Palmer should be right up here.
When science fails you, this
Streets, not me.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need a...
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny. I'm ready for...
Goodbye, young man.
Last person is Protescu. So we come in here, and we go past her, and then we go down here, and this leads us right towards... the church.
Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Maybe it's this one?
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
Ill-formed blinker skull. Come on. Come on, why don't you? So the blinker skulls blow up. I swear I saw something gleaming back there. And if I remember correctly, like you can go in here, and you can go up and around and jump off there, and there was a werewolf down here. Ha ha ha. Damn skulls. Ooh, look what we maybe not have found back here one time. Tiny good handle part. More skulls. That looks like a different door though. And then down here should be the werewolf. Doing that ultimate move and then hitting them while they're recovering is just ridiculously mean.
Although I think that blowing up thing is...
What, the 600 points of damage? Oh, you mean to the ones that are against me, the... Okay, we killed like everybody around this thing. Where is this place? The bad thing about having so many people with dialogue and stuff in this game is I have no clue where some, like, just a couple random people are. 7 seconds. Yeah, I know. 3 seconds. Cool. Okay, so we went all the way around that place.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barry.
Is it down here, maybe? I don't think so. I think this is the merchant that's selling the Concordial or whatever. And then you can go this way and talk to that Albert guy right here. So this way, we're right out front of the church, the chapel. So this person right here is the Big Joe merchant dude. So, and this is the warehouse that we were just at, right? Where we went all the way around it. And then, so where is that fucking lady at? Dr. Swansea has something for us available too at the hospital when we're done here. But...
Which is not right. We're right there where the red is.
Yeah, right here.
And we just don't know where the lady is.
Well...
There's nowhere to, like, track people?
There's no way to track people, no. I mean, let me see here. I can go to investigations. No.
You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
And we came from this way.
I'm cheap and I'm free.
God, where is this place? Can you, do you have your phone?
Yep.
Look up, Dorothy Crane, Whitechapel. Yeah, she's a pillar of the community in Whitechapel.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Dorothy Crane only moonlights at the President's Hospital. She spends most of her time running with Dennis in White, Chapel. She can be found on the second floor of 37th Street, on the west side of Whitechapel.
The west side of Whitechapel. So, like over here, right?
So go find her dispensary.
all your problems. As long as you have the money.
Ew, I didn't realize my friends got married off Christmas Eve last year. Holy food.
So there's no map, like with a pinpoint location. Found it. Jesus. No, it's not you. Is it ever you?
Yes.
No, it's no, never actually. What?
It's all my fault.
Not that door, I guess this door.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed.
Damn it. That took way longer than it should have.
Yes?
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
How is Nurse Crane these days?
I don't know what you told her or what kind of deal you made, but Dorothea seems less anxious recently. Thank you for that, Dr. Reed.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very...
Well, I think...
Free drugs from an English doctor?
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okay. Ah, say Merry Christmas back. Okay. Yep, how's she doing?
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to the hospital and see what this event is all about with Dr. Swansea. The Alexia is moving.
Leech spotted! Filthy piece of shit! Grenade!
The hospital. Back to our room. Not to the event. He's not here. Yeah, he is. He's hiding.
Jonathan, old chap, how are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly routines.
Of course, of course. Worry not, I understand. The situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
What news do you bring?
The news is not good, my friend. We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster. In less than 2 days now. The only blessing is that they are contagious for a shorter period.
Tell me more about the violence.
Geoffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Prewen patrols exterminate every skull and vampire they find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
No. They mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady Ashbury. She wants me to meet her at her house. I have been granted safe passage.
Then you are twice fortunate. I have never been invited to the lady's mansion. And with the quarantine and controls, city access is nigh impossible.
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, its efficiency is limited.
Why have you never entered the lady's house? You are one of her good friends, are you not?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea how reclusive the good lady normally is, nor in what great esteem she must hold you to let you into her domain.
Maybe I should put on the gaming buttons.
You can try this. I think they'd be big enough for you. Like even to their mom. What do you need? What?
It's funny. It's so cold in the basement, you have to put on gloves to play. It'll be so cool down here in the summer. It might be hard to play over here, though. Give it a shot.
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might assist me?
Unfortunately, you will be alone. Except for our ravishing red-headed acquaintance, of course.
What about the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole? Where are they?
There are only a few of us, and most others would not speak to you. I am the black sheep of our brotherly flock, you know.
What of my commission here at Pembroke Hospital?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here is in no jeopardy. You remain one of us, and you are always most welcome.
Thank you, Edgar.
Yes, Jonathan. Can I help you?
I have received...
Then you are...
Thank you, Edgar. We shall speak...
One hint about him so far. Looks like we might have missed one. I don't know how or where. Okay, so there's no event left. Ooh, there is one. Look at this. Look at that. I don't know. It's not on, like, the bridge.
Oh.
You wanna go check it out?
It could be like World War Z.
No, World War V. Yeah, I can't. I tried.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Maybe the mouse. Okay, where was that custom marker at? Here. Okay, I don't want that. I want, like, maybe here. And then maybe here. Oh, there's probably going to be some fights on the way.
Miss, please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
Oh man, a werewolf and a skull, and they're all fighting down there. I'm gonna let that werewolf have some fun. Huh?
I said, big bad.
Don't like that, do ya?
I can't believe those guys are just, like, the werewolf's not getting through to them at all. You see that?
Killing's all you deserve.
Snuff it, Lee!
You leech!
Oh my.
Level 23, 24, and 23. What?
I was making
See them fancy clothes? This one. There's one of them stupid fucking beast! Want some of this? Crush the leech, boys!
There were so many of those guys. That guy's still alive? At least those other guys didn't chase me. I was kind of scared that they might. Okay. Ooh, I just pulled out my thing, which means there's somebody here. Okay. So how am I gonna get way down there?
Let's do it!
Oh, wow. This is all the way back at the beginning of the game. Why do they have me coming back here? This doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Oh, look, these doors are open. Oh, look at that. What level do you think he is?
Yeah, 15 shillings, so probably
Dyson Denley.
I've killed before. One life for another makes no difference.
I'm gonna right now. Ouch.
Ooh, we got a key!
Yep. Oh, and a bunch of XP. Up to 5 grand now. These doors used to be closed too, I think.
It's gonna be horrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm a super god. Run away.
Oh, look, that's who it was.
He did.
Do you remember that guy? He was the drunk dude.
Oh.
He was the drunk dude that was always at the Turquoise Turtle.
So when you're drinking in a place called the Turquoise Turtle, what do you expect now?
So where do you think this key goes? Let's see what the key says. Maybe it'll tell us. A small key that belonged to Dyson Dillity, probably used to open a box or a trunk. Thanks. Like, this is all the way back at the beginning.
Well, there's level 24 guys, so...
Ain't safe here for a gentleman. Leech spotted! Watch out!
Hey, brothers! It's done for... Remember your vows, friends! Stop! Vampire! Away with you!
There's got to be something back here towards the beginning of the game, huh? If there was an event back here and it gave us a key. But a key to what?
This is no place for you, sir. No civilians allowed, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is no... This one's mine! Yeah!
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna get some. It does seem like we run out pretty quick, huh?
Well, like, compared to our health and not XP, but,
The door has been unlocked. I don't know if that was it, though. But let's go find out. Oh, I remember this place. If you remember, when we were first running at the very, very beginning of the game, we were running from everybody. We went into this safe house right here. So I don't know if that was actually the key, but this is what's up. But now we have a safe house here. And if you remember, this lady was in here, and then their body was gone because she became a skull. I don't think anything was locked in this place. But I'm double checking. This is upstairs. This is where we shot ourselves. That was the first thing that really got you.
Look, you're the one. You're the
There's
one
all our
who
blood.
was there and when people didn't shoot themselves. And you're like, push.
You weren't having it.
No, I wasn't.
But you like Vampire now.
This place looks like the picture I saw of the bomb site.
What is all this? Flowers? Flower bouquet? A small bouquet of humble white flowers. I wonder if we're supposed to take that to the mute florist? You know, because there's still, remember, like in our...
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
Ah, right here.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
I do not remember this at all. Right here. Tribute to the victims. Failed. Dyson Denley. Dead. Well. See, I don't think it was that way that we came. I want to say that what happened, if I remember correctly, is that when we first start the game, we got to right here at this door, and there's a crossbow guy down there. All I have is the machete, and he comes at us, and then I usually attack him right here, which means like this is the original way in. This is all different from back in the beginning. I opened that, nothing happened at all. Why did my weapons come out? Oh, the people on the other side of the door, or the thing, probably. What? Just a tiny bit. So what? Who in the hell is this guy?
You're feeble.
Oh, he's a vampire.
stupid newborn?
Yeah.
This is my territory.
Okay. Okay, your charge is bullshit. Your charge is bullshit. What?
You just shoot him.
Yeah, I hadn't switched yet. Lead plate shillings. I should have got something way more than that. Good trigger part. Like, I thought maybe I was going to get his weapon.
I thought maybe that would be the event. Like, we killed these other vampires.
Oh, no, I think the... Yeah. No, I think the event... Ooh. Foundry key. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I think the event was on the bridge, is where the icon was in the map. So I would assume that the werewolf was actually the event. This is just all continuing on. Door has been unlocked. Where am I? Southward. Ouch. I didn't accidentally. I did that accidentally. Go there. There. This guy waiting right by that door. Yeah, whatever.
Don't like that, do ya?
You're not gonna like this. Man, this is like a whole new area that they let me go through now. I guess if you... No, I don't think so. We have the Foundry key, but I don't think that we've used it yet, maybe. Oh, the chest for that dude? I don't think so. Okay, so we go through there, go through there, right there. What's over here? Never been here, I don't think. Oh, wait a second. Might have been when we were running for our lives at the very, very beginning of the game. Can't go that way. What's that? I love you too. Nothing here. Huh? Are vampires more susceptible to stakes or something? What is it? Does it say that in? I didn't think about it. I mean, I didn't have a, I didn't have one, equipped, so, I don't know.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. Go back home, idiot! Look lively!
Bastard! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top!
Okay, so we went all the way around. Do you want to look up where some of this stuff goes so we don't have to search so much? So like the foundry key and the small key from Dyson Delaney.
Dyson Delaney?
Yeah, D-Y-S-O-N Delaney. In the Night Asylum. Delaney's key or... Okay. And then the foundry key. Used to unlock the gate in the foundry. Okay. Well, a collectible, pretty much, like a collectible usually in games like this would be like like little Easter eggs, and you have to find all 12 Easter eggs. But I don't understand why the Foundry key would be a collectible. You would think that it would open something. But that's all it comes up as, huh? The door has been unlocked. Okay, so this is an office. Bookshelves. Potassium. Shillings. A watch and a bracelet. Shillings. Laughing at the Guard, new collectible. For more than a century, the Guard of Prewin has been a disinfection from the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. It is important as the divergence of opinion between our two fraternities are well now established to remember what happened, why we shall alas consider these former brothers as opponents and adversaries and mock their law and conduct. Kendall Stone founded the Guard in 1801. He was a former legate of the Brotherhood, a long-standing member of the Brotherhood Council. His departure was a result of an irreconcilable dispute within the Council when Kendall stated that the Brotherhood had to reconsider its nonviolent approach to the study of vampires, and that the eradication of these immortals had to be the ultimate goal for all of the researchers. Since the terrible schism occurred, relations between the Guard and the Brotherhood have always been difficult. The Guard of Prewin considers the Brotherhood as traitors and allies their foes, while we call them thieves and zealots for the many ancient and precious books we keep for centuries, which they destroyed or stole when they left. I will constantly recuse any accusations of cowardice, for I know the courage it requires for our brothers to approach and observe hostile immortals. I will never forget the cruel loss of the unique texts and scrolls burnt by Kendall and its followers when they left, and I will never cease to laugh at their stupidity revealed in their very name, since they choose to call themselves the Guard of Prewin as a reference to King Arthur's shield, thus defining themselves as the true defenders of this land, when the true scholar perfectly knows that the Book of Taliesin Prydwen is only the name of Arthur's boat during his expedition to the mythical territories of Anwin, or Within. What a symbol indeed. From the whispers of our past by Usher, Tall Tree, Primate of St. Paul. I don't know where I was reading school in there, and it won't go back.
The Foundry key can find accessible on the second floor of the second Foundry building.
Which is probably this, huh? Maybe, because I opened this door right here, and we're up on this walkway. But you also said the second floor. That looked like kind of like the third floor. So this is the second floor. This is the second building, in my opinion. So maybe this is where. Not seeing anything up here. If this is in fact what they were talking about.
Well, I'm not even sure it's something super thrilling because they don't tell me what it is, so.
Okay. So it looks like. Damn it. So it looks like it's time to get out of here, huh? Still, though, we found a fucking vampire, and it wasn't even that great of a kill. He had a lot of health, too.
And healthy vampires.
It's not fair, I tell you. Not fair at all.
I think it's all the
New hideout. That's all the iron in the blood. Absolutely. I think you're right. I trust you. In your deduction? Yes. Alright, do you think we should save and do the whole bed thing, rest evolve thing here? Or... No. Okay, so we were thinking that we need some more blood capacity, huh? It's really cheap. 2 of them?
For the rest of it though, I trust you. I know you like to tinker with your build, and I'm gonna go potty and grab.
Okay.
I'll give you plenty of time to figure out your perfect thing.
Alright, am I gonna have to move, or
No,
she can have...
I'm just... Well, Kylie has to move.
I can do that.
Sorry. After this, I'll save that. Do you want me to refill your cup since you're over half empty?
Sure, and,
You want some of that Chex Mix?
Ooh, that sounds good. Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you want anything else, like some summer sausage or cheese, that little meat and cheese tray?
Bring it on.
Bring a buffet. Do you want anything left? I don't think there's anything I want. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hiccups. Okay, so we need like 8 fatigues and a cold almost, something like that. Ugh, 7 in the cold, okay.
It's locked, all right.
No, I was just gonna say, oh my god. What?
I said, if you're not impressed by my waitressing abilities, we can't be friends.
No, that legit surprised me.
Sorry, sir. Where we at? What are we doing? How'd our build go?
Okay, so our build. What I did, and I don't know if there's a place to go,
I don't think so.
but I put like at least another 1 into physical prowess. Then I put another 1 into the ultimate ability. And we did 2 into the blood capacity, I think. So it might have been 2 into stamina even.
Okay.
And now I was just trying to kind of get back to where we were. Problem is, I'm gonna have to fight my way there. And until we get back to like somewhere by the hospital or something, I'm gonna turn my mic off so I don't crunch into the stream.
Okay.
So it'll just be game sounds for a while.
Roll back to the hell that spawned. Away with you! It's done for him!
To every night a darkness, and every dawn another death. Hypocrites all. Maggots and liars.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything recently about Sean Hampton's shelter?
Called into the hullabaloo that could be heard coming from the building, I would say that all the local loonies are at his precious club.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
It's locked, all right.
Best turn around if I were you. Get them weapons ready! We found one! Look at it! Fucker! Oh, that's gonna smart!
Stupid beast!
Die, vermin! Steady, boys! We've got one over here! Die, vermin!
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require
I will be...
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical...
I'm afraid I...
Our job...
That's easy.
I'd like to...
Wise choice. Perhaps I should have considered the offer. From that Cadogan fellow.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous.
Then you are...
I wish this hospital...
Thank you for your time.
My sweet girl. Reads me like...
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think...
Well, at least your reputation...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you?
Really? Why is no one else up?
Unfortunately...
Well...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Oh, it still reads me like a book. How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you might be I cannot enter.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hoped that might help.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation. Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living, and I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You may be right, but you'll go to jail if you're caught.
If ever I have to go to jail, I'm sure I'll find a way to help people there, too.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just... Good evening, Doctor.
Do you need the proxy? Don't take too many risks with your health.
And that is...
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
More bodies will arrive.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to it.
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
He's a killer!
Give me your
It's locked. So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite, but we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind, and they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Oh. Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club. It's locked, all right.
This is now my domain, young Ekon!
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Filthy fucking beast!
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected. Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How is it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Please, sir. Whether you need to buy something or not, I am happy to help.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
I may have a look at your good...
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Remember, don't
Support
let any
the equality
strangers come
between
into your
men
house.
and women.
Have you noticed anything
Women
suspicious
die
recently?
too in this war.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you.
Goodbye.
She's been...
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
What is this new battle?
Well, I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Hear, hear, hear!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Before I accept...
Please ask.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors, to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked. I must admit the Guard of Priwen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.